COVID-19 has impacted so much of our daily lives, including the way we mourn. When it comes to arranging funeral services for loved ones who've passed on, families have been forced to adapt to a new normal.
The ability to be able to have some sort of service, whether that's an immediate burial at the cemetery or if a family chooses to do cremation. There is almost a 7 to 8 day waiting period prior to a cremation taking place because there is such a backlog for that.
Jimmy Olson, a spokesperson for the National Funeral Directors Association, tells us about some of the challenges and new guidelines that funerals have implemented in order to ensure families are able to say goodbye safely, like limiting services to 10 people or less and offering virtual services.
So it's been very difficult for families to be able to have funerals. Things have gotten smaller. With our cemeteries, if we do an outdoor service, such as a graveside service, we obviously have to still practice safe distancing. And some of the cemeteries have put in requirements saying, again, 10 or less, maybe 20 or less, 30 or less. But that's depending on the state, the city, and even the cemetery itself. So that limits the amount of people. So what does that leave for families? Some families have chosen, if funeral homes offer it, and most do, is video conferencing or playing the services online so that people can attend the service virtually.
On March 19th, the Department of Homeland Security issued a statement naming mortuary workers as critical infrastructure workers. In an open letter to Governor Andrew Cuomo, the NFDA now requests license reciprocity for funeral directors, which would allow directors from other states to travel and assist overwhelmed partners in states like New York, the epicenter of COVID-19.
For those funeral homes on the front lines there, just to have the extra people to support their staff, let someone else take a break, give someone one night off, let them sleep in, just to be able to assist making what we call transfers, going to bring someone's loved one back into our care. It could be so helpful to these funeral directors who are working 24 hours a day.
To stay up to date on the latest changes, rules, and regulations in regards to funerals during the COVID-19 pandemic, visit nfda.org. Reporting for BronxNet, Sanji Lopez.